Hey everyone, I hope you're doing all right. And I wanted to talk to you about how we're going to move forward with the new pass, no pass policy. I'm sure you have a lot of questions about it, and I've been thinking about it a lot over the last couple of days, and I wanted to share some thoughts with you about it. So, one of the first things that you might be wondering is, well, is this fair? That a D is going to be worth the same as an A. And yeah, I hear you. I get that. But on the other hand, think about it this way. Certainly, we don't want to do anything that's going to lower anybody's grades. And in fact, if you are not passing right now, you should be really focusing on raising your grades so that you will be passing. But should an A really be equal to this, worth the same as, say, a D? Well, consider two students, let's say right now, with C's. Maybe one of them has good internet access. Maybe they have their own device. Maybe they have plenty of time to work on stuff. The other one maybe has poor internet access. Maybe they share a device. Maybe they work 20 hours a week. And so the first student, you can imagine, could easily raise their grade to a B or higher. The second student probably couldn't. And we don't want to be giving grades based on circumstances that you don't have any control over at home, and certainly that we don't have any control over. And so I do think actually that giving a pass or no pass is actually the most fair way to go. So I'm not worried about that. Another thing to keep in mind is that everybody's in the same situation. I mean, colleges have already said that, UCs in particular have said that they're going to accept a passing grade for grades this semester. I don't think anyone's going to be unfairly hurt or unfairly helped because of how their grades shake out in this second semester here of 2020. And so the second question, though, becomes a little more interesting. The second question is, well, what's the point? Why should I bother doing any work if I'm passing? Why bother? Well, the purpose of any education is not to get grades. The point of education is to learn things. And so maybe this is an opportunity for us to become less extrinsically motivated by things that are imposed on us from outside and more intrinsically motivated by the things that we find interesting, that we want to pursue because of how we know they'll make us better. And so you want to learn things not because you're going to get a better grade, but because it's going to make you a more interesting person, because it's going to make you better able to engage in more conversations. You're going to be able to a better decision maker. You're going to be a more well-rounded and informed citizen. So for all of those things, you want to take advantage of the lessons as they come and just be motivated by the things that are inside you, not being imposed on you from the outside. Now, how do you measure success then in this sort of circumstance? I mean, how do you know if we're doing any good? Well, to answer that, I'm going to use a great quote by the legendary basketball coach John Wooden. He defines success this way. He said, "Success is peace of mind attained only through self-satisfaction in knowing you made the effort to do the best of which you are capable." So peace of mind attained only through the self-satisfaction of knowing you made the effort to do the best of which you are capable. This is something that no one else knows but you, of what is the best of which you are capable, and have you really felt peace of mind and self-satisfaction? Now, I bet you could think back a lot over the last 4 weeks to times when maybe you didn't feel a lot of self-satisfaction in what sort of effort you were making with your classes. Now, maybe you did, but you know inside of you if you're actually striving to do the best that you can. And so this is a time to maybe make this your focus, doing the best of which you are capable. Now, this is a lot to ask. This is tough. This is a tough ask. And so I would also encourage you to just focus on doing a little at a time, maybe. Another favorite quote of mine is from the professor and clinical psychologist Jordan Peterson. And one of his rules of life is compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. And by that, I think he means that don't worry about what other people have or don't have. Just focus on yourself. And are you better at the end of each day than you were the day before? Have you learned something? Have you pursued something that's made you more informed and more knowledgeable, more so than you were the day before? And it can be just an incremental, tiny little thing. So take on what you can to the best of your ability and just keep moving forward as best you can. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Just focus on yourself and what you can do to improve yourself. And so the next question is, well, so is there ever going to be some sort of a test? And to answer this, I would borrow from John Green, the YouTube educator and author. And he's got one of my favorite quotes from him. He says, "Ah, yes, the test. The test will last your entire life, and it will be comprised of the millions of decisions that, when taken together, make your life yours. And everything will be on it." So whatever you're learning in your other classes, my class, other classes, those are all things that are going to make your life yours. And they will be applied throughout your whole life. So I'm thinking a little bit big, a little bit philosophically here, but we can kind of be thinking this way as we move forward. So to wrap all this up, I would say, take advantage of your opportunities as they come when we start back up after spring break. The lessons that I give you, the lessons that your other teachers give you, take advantage of those. Do the best you can with what you have. Do the best of which you are capable, even if it means incremental growth, and just keep moving forward. That's the best we can do. That's the best that anybody can ask of us and expect of us. Keep moving forward. Do the best of which you are capable. So those are some thoughts that I had. I wanted to share that with you. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll talk to you soon.